honest with you, I'm just the operator. Sorry about that.
Alright, that's okay.
Hello and welcome to today's Under-12 Subway Cup Winners' Cup Final between Linfield of the NIYFA and Shelbourne from the SFAI. This is one of 6 North versus South finals here at the Lurgan Town Arena. This clash pits the best of the best in terms of clubs in Ireland. Linfield's men lifted the NIYFA Premiership earlier this month. Shelbourne's men, the reigning FAI League of Ireland champions, so plenty of pedigree here, and these young lads attempting to follow in the footsteps of the men's senior sides. Shelbourne, managed by Damien Duff, who had a sterling career in England, particularly with Chelsea in his time there, and Linfield, of course, their head coach David Healy, Northern record goal scorer, played in the Premier League, of course, with Fulham. And the two teams about to renew acquaintances here. It's Luke Duddy, the captain of Linfield, number 10 there, and Dylan Maguire, I think, who's got the skipper's armband for Shelbourne. Quite small numbers on those Shelbourne kits. So we're all set here. Hopefully the rain stays off. It has been around this morning in the earlier finals. At Linfield taking on Shelbourne in the Under-12 Cup Winners' Cup Final. The referee will check with the Linfield keeper and the Shelbourne keeper, and we're underway. Touches here on the right hand side, the blue substitutes. So looked at it taking his place on the sideline to begin with, alongside Jay Crawford and Tom Linus. And now the ball with Robert Ryan, the Shelbourne number 5. This is good retention from Oliver Munoz. Robert Ryan. Across to Ethan O'Leary on the far side. Linfield yet to establish themselves. Get foot on the ball. Juno Parade does just that. It's 2-on-2 there at the back. Need to be careful. Do the Blues. This game, of course, being played in the small-sided games format. It's 9 aside at this level. We move up to 11 aside next season, so it'll be all change for these young players. And early pressure, early forcing coming from Shelbourne. Side in red. Deep cross to the back post, and it goes all the way across beyond everyone. Louis Simpson, boss of this Linfield team, they're looking to add the silverware to the titles that the Blues have won at their underage level and senior level this season. And that's a strong challenge from Eli Wade for Linfield. It's a free kick as well in the process. It's very much Blues against Reds here. Linfield, known of course by the Blues. Shells looks fairly evenly matched here in the opening couple of minutes. Under 14 cup final being played at the same time as this one. It started earlier. It's into the second half there, and as we heard, Crusaders had scored 10 without reply against Home Farm. Opportunity potentially for Linfield here. It was Harry Niblock trying to get through. Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny in the Shelbourne goal, making the clearance. That's well picked up. Just couldn't execute the ball. It was a difficult one first time. And that's well done for Linfield. Here's Louis Campbell. Jude Lowry in the build up there. This is excellent one-touch football. Just didn't quite have the telepathy between the two guys in the end. It remains Linfield 0, Shelbourne 0. It's good pressing. Jude Lowry. He's back on his feet again, Lowry. Here come Shelbourne with Patrick Chachamak and Joe Adewale. Ball not out. Police thought it was out initially. It is out now. Still scoreless. This game 30 minutes each way. We won't have extra time. It'll go straight to penalties should we need them. Goal kick taken by Noah Sloan. Covering to do for Shelbourne. Adewale tried the switch of play. It's headed on but into touch by Marks Trandifers. Adewale, good pressure from him. Neat flick on from O'Leary for Shelbourne. In the under-13 final earlier today, this was a win for Crusaders against Cherry Orchard. That match finished 2 apiece in normal time. It went to penalties, and the Crews won that one. Adewale, that's a great sliding challenge by Jude Lowry. And now the Blues come clear with Campbell. Just didn't take it with him. You can see he was trying the body swerve there. We go past his man, didn't quite work out, and Linfield build again from the back. Adewale nearly got possession there for Shelbourne. And in the under-12 Girls Cup final, it finished the same venue, Lurgan Town Arena. Kilnamanagh were 4-0 up, and Linfield Girls scored twice late on. Finished 4-2 to Dublin Girls. Strong defending there from Caleb Stewart. And an attempted pass to Louis Campbell. Couldn't quite pick the ball under his spell, and it runs out for a goal kick. But encouraging signs in the early 7 minutes or so here in this under-12 Subway Cup Winners' Cup final for Linfield. Adewale, he'll get it back here, Adewale. Couple of 1-2s in there with Trandifers. Didn't read the final ball. Shelbourne number 12. It's good from Jake Ray. diminutive full back for Linfield, but definitely not one to shirk a challenge. Does well again. And again. Just can't get turned. Harry Niblock it was who conceded the free kick. Robert Ryan will take it for Shelbourne. The wind just getting up ever so slightly here in Lurgan. Ryan. It's a dangerous ball. Well watched though by Noah Sloan. Lovely pick up, and they move through the gears with ease here. Linfield. Opportunity as the goalkeeper comes out. They look to take the player down. And did the referee miss that? For me, it looked as if it was a penalty shout on Eden Brannigan. Instead, it's a throw in. Not sure the goalkeeper got any of the ball there. And that was danger for Shelbourne. It continues here. Brannigan loses out this time. And that's lovely play from Jake Ray. Quality in possession. There's two Linfield players forward here. They couldn't make the most of it. It was Campbell. Preference for the left foot and tried to wrap the right foot around it, but just couldn't quite steer it into the box. Campbell takes the throw in, ball down the line, picks out Niblock. And that's well defended. Clearance from Dylan Maguire, the captain. And now it's forward with Trandafers. Throw in Shelbourne. They did well there to clear danger. Crusaders beating Home Farm in the under-14 final by 13 goals to 0. Game still ongoing. No doubt he's going to take home the silverware there. Do feel in this game, first goal will be all important. That's in the Niblock. Half a chance for Niblock. Slightly off target. 11 minutes gone, still scoreless between the Blues and the Shells. Chance for a shot. They took the ball off the foot of Campbell. Ball that is. Lovely technique there from Eli Wade. Crusaders leading home farm by 14 goals to nil in the under 14 final. It's quite the scoreline, that one. Still scoreless here. Here's Campbell. Looks for options. Campbell! Great shot on goal from Louis Campbell. Brings a fine save from Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny in the Shelbourne goal. Here's the corner kick. Had to be alert there. Shelbourne number 1. Adewale. This is a great run from the Shells player. Linfield players back in numbers though. Adewale, he's been extremely prominent for Shelbourne. That's a great turn from Maguire. Too much on that. Niblock, no chance of keeping it in. Still scoreless, absolutely nothing between these two. Great battle throughout the pitch here. Confirmed that Crusaders have beaten home farm by 15 goals to nil in the under 14 final. Good turn by Jeshimek into Adewale, who looks good in possession. Jeshimek again, he loses out. Niblock on to Campbell. In fact, it was Brannigan who took up possession. Ethan O'Leary did well though. So Linfield 0, Shelbourne 0. Good game to watch. The quality in terms of retention of the ball and the efficiency in their attacking moves. It's great for the neutral. Lots of talent on display here. And that's well kept in by Oliver Munoz. Blues though do well to win it back, and that's lovely play to Campbell from Lowry. Campbell, he's surrounded by two Shelbourne players, and it's the Dubliners who come out with possession. Good closing down by Niblock though. Ball ricocheting kindly for Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny. There's a first time effort. Again, it's down the throat of the Shelbourne goalkeeper, who's been the busier of the two. No Sloan hasn't had much to do in the Linfield goal. Have a partial slip there from the Blues number 12, Eli Wade. back in possession again. Straight back up, so he did. Here's Campbell. Again, easy take for Kilkenny. So still to get the first goal of this game. Long clearance downfield, and that's well defended by Caleb Stewart. Adewale looks to hook it on. And Stewart makes the interception before Logan Ryan could get on the ball. Campbell just played it a little too far beyond Jude Lowry. It's good from Linfield. Here's Brannigan. Adewale. Ryan. Shot on goal. And that's better from Shelbourne. Jacimik with the shot. He wins a corner kick off a Linfield player. Joe Adewale will take it. Defending to do for the Blues. Adewale. Good ball to the back post and clears everyone. They'll keep it in though. Here's Maguire, captain. And the throw in has gone the way of Linfield. There's the ball into the box, and Logan Ryan it was. We had the half chance for Shelbourne. Just couldn't get the purchase on it to take it past the Linfield goalkeeper, Noah Sloan. Change coming up. Coming on, Tom Linus and Luke Duddy, captain of Linfield. Louis Campbell coming off. Jude Lowry as well. A couple of changes for Linfield. Adewale. Ball had just crept out. It'll be a goal kick to Linfield. Now all of a sudden the pressure coming from the Dublin team. Linus gets an early touch since coming on. Adewale loses out to Stewart. And then the shot high up and over the top. Duddy. Commanding figures out there despite being under 12, particularly for the Blues. Tom Linus and Caleb Stewart, tall guys. Linfield win possession. Quite the contest here, isn't it? Goalkeeper has to be careful and just watch the flight of that ball. Took a big deflection there. Eli Wade with the attempted cross and to find one of his teammates. It's out for a Shells throw in on halfway. It's great to see the standard of play between these two teams. Just as I mentioned that. two Shelbourne players end up tackling one another. Over Munoz and Dylan Maguire. Lovely touch, not once but twice. Well done by Tom Linus. Eli Wade is taking responsibility for hitting this free kick. Referee, let's look along the line. Here it comes from Wade. Lovely clip ball to the back post, and goodness, a bit of a mix-up at the back. It saw the Shell's goalkeeper go down under a challenge from his own player. Here's Duddy. Still hasn't been cleared. That's good pressure from Linfield. Corner kick coming up. It's 24 minutes on the clock. 6 minutes to the break. Still we await the game's first goal. It's Linfield 0, Shelbourne 0. Brannigan doesn't clear the front post, which will be a bit of a disappointment. Here's Linus. Linus shot, which is blocked by Jichimik. Second corner in quick succession here for Linfield. The dangerous one. And Caleb Stewart it was with the header. Well watched by Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny to keep it out. So 3 notable chances to date have all belonged to Linfield. Despite that though, Shelbourne looking dangerous in attack. Conceded a cheap corner kick there, which Joe Adewale will go across to take. The short corner routine to the front post, and Duddy came clear with possession, played it slightly behind Linus. Linus gets it though second time around, and now it's back with Duddy. Duddy looks for options, uses his body well. Now it's with Wade. Wade back inside to Duddy, starting to pull the strings in the centre of midfield. Brannigan didn't look up there. That's a weak pass from him. That's great covering from Linfield. That's superb from Linus to get back there, having lost out in the first instance. Good harrowing. Robert Ryan in the end putting the ball out for Shelbourne. Under pressure there. Duddy to Wade. Snapshot, but all the pace taken off it. Effort from Jonah O'Prey. Easy this time for Kilkenny. Still Linfield 0, Shelbourne 0. Here's Duddy. Wade will come forward to take the throw in. Good turn. Linus. Defended Dylan Maguire.
Hey, react.
Adewale. There's too much on it in the end for Trandifers. And Linfield's defending is resolute once more. Duddy. Good pass back. Now Linus trying to hook it in. Goalkeeper watch it. Brannigan. Living dangerously here. Shelbourne. Brannigan again. Brings a fine save from Kilkenny. Adewale. Well, that very much had Noah Sloan worried there. First sider for him. Into the 29th minute. He's been given that cheaply. Adewale loses out. Here's Duddy. Good from Niblock. Just a minute to go in this first half. Wade. That's with Adewale again.
This guy's awful. I'll sort that wee lad out.
Adewale. And Adewale wins a free kick in a dangerous area. They let him run there, did Linfield. They'll probably fancy this as well. Right on the stroke of half time. Adewale will have an opportunity to test Noah Sloan in the Linfield goal. Opportunity for Shelbourne then. Adewale. Straight into the arms of Noah Sloan. Great save from him. Goalkeeper holding the ball. So he got a bit of an issue here. Be winded. And there is the referee's whistle. So scoreless at half time, if anything. It's Linfield who have been slightly better. I'd say they've edged that first half. Not much between the teams. They've had certainly more of the chances, and Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny has been brought into action on 3 separate occasions from the Campbell, from Caleb Stewart, and Eden Brannigan shot saved by Kilkenny just a couple of minutes ago. Best opportunity was that Joe Adewale shot just 60 seconds or so ago. But at the break, there's absolutely nothing between these sides in the Under-12 Subway Cup Winners' Cup final at the Lurgan Town Arena. It's Linfield 0 and it's Shelbourne 0. Well, welcome back to the second half of this Under-12 Subway Cup Winners' Cup Final. Lurgan Town scoreless at the break, but it's been a game high on quality between two major players in Irish football. It's Linfield and Shelbourne. Majority of the chances in the first half came for the Blues. They couldn't find a way past the Shelbourne goalkeeper, Kilkenny. Here's Duddy, who started on the sideline, but given the small-sided games format, roll on, roll off, and probably play as much game time as many of them now. There's Brannigan. Chance for Linfield! And how have they kept that out? It's another great save from Kilkenny, and it's this time, it's from Tom Linus. That's the best move and the best chance of the game so far. And Linus, his head in his hands, because, well, the Shelbourne goalkeeper had no right to keep that out. Niblock trying to keep the ball in. Adewale. Well done, Duddy. Inside to O'Prey. It's his opposite number, though. Jichimek, who picked up possession, but O'Prey does well. Duddy trying to move the ball quickly. It's good full-back play from Ethan O'Leary. And the Blues still have it here. Linus. Kilkenny comes out, makes the interception, and the game remains scoreless. Linfield 0, Shelbourne 0. Cup winners from the Northern Ireland Youth Football Association and the SFAI. It's one of 6 finals being played today in Lurgan. Ball down the line towards Niblock. Adewale does really well getting the ball back from Jay Crawford. Adewale still going. That's strong defending from Caleb Stewart. Trandafers, he leaves it to O'Leary. And a throw in coming up for Shelbourne. 3 played in the second half. It'll be 30 minutes each way. If it stayed like this, it'll go straight to penalties. Lovely step inside by Jisomic. Ball will run kindly all the way through for Noah Sloan in the Linfield goal. Day where we've seen all conditions. We had almost torrential rain at one stage. Now the sun's out. It's a typical day in Northern Ireland, I suppose. Here come Shelbourne. Jisomic. Good Duddy. There's too much on it. Quality thought process going on there, though. Those first touches. Decent ball in. Again, Stewart with the defending. Now the Blues can break. Can everyone sticking to their task on both sides? Full-back or goalkeeper. Front man, we've all done their bit so far. Linus. Brannigan Might fall to a Prey here. It's too much on it though. Prey will get it. Duddy. Cuts inside. Duddy. Fancied the shot, but that's a great block in the end from Shelbourne. Now down the other end. Here they come in attack, and the shot on goal was from Charlie Lockheed. Well taken by Sloan. Shelbourne intent on building possession from the back through the midfield. Here's Linus to Niblock. Might get a chance here, Niblock. Tees up Duddy. O'Leary was keeping it out, and in hindsight, Duddy might have pulled the trigger. Whether he would have got the shot away or not is another thing. Good from Duddy to Linus. That's with Maguire. Up against Dupree. Maguire. Run into Duddy here.
It's a great ball.
Easy take again, it should be for Noah Sloan. Well, momentarily didn't know where the ball was. Route 1. Might fall to Adewale. And that was a glorious opportunity for Shelbourne to take the lead here. The cut back to Joe Adewale from Charlie Lockheed. Adewale though took it first time left-footed, and thankfully for Linfield the ball trickled past the post and not into the bottom corner. So rolling substitutions continue for both these teams. Got a Linfield defender down, receiving treatment. So these stoppages will be added on at the end of this game. Some magic spray being provided to, I think it's Caleb Stewart who's down. He's had a fine game so far. Sloan. And that's a poor pass from him. That ball was never on. It's good tactical awareness from the bench, asking the goalkeeper to slow things down after that momentary lapse. Now it's with Brannigan. Lovely takedown from Brannigan. Attempted cross into the box, and here's O'Prey. O'Prey to Jay Crawford initially. Linfield's number 3. That's with Adewale. And he's met his match though in Caleb Stewart. Not good away from him too easily. He still is holding that hamstring of his. Maguire. Adewale. So 20 minutes to play. Scoreless between Linfield and Shelbourne. Shelbourne who have been energised in this second half, but here come the Blues. Duddy trying the 1-2. just getting up here in Lurgan. Duddy couldn't cut the ball inside. Larry. Adewale went down under the challenge of Stewart, and Shell's keen to get play back underway. Stewart involved in hooking the ball on. This game being played at a frantic pace, it has to be said. Here's Adewale. Might get it back here from Trandyfers. Challenge from O'Leary in the back of Luke Duddy. Louis Campbell comes back on for Linfield. And free kick coming up for the Blues as well. Caleb Stewart will take it. He's hit that at pace. Again, the Linfield keeper has capped it out. He couldn't take it first time around under significant pressure from Harry Niblock. He did so well. The Shell's number one. Corner kick though. Louis Campbell about to take it. Campbell cleared at the front post and back out again for a corner kick. Another out swinger from Campbell. Shelbourne again. It's good play from them at the back, but tidied up from Duddy. For the Linfield, they have limited the shooting opportunities for Shelbourne, protecting their back line and in particular their goalkeeper. There's Jay Crawford. Duddy. See what he was trying to do there. Luke Duddy let the ball run across his body. He was under pressure and the ball clipped off him and into touch. Ref having a word again with Caleb Stewart, and he's gone down, and I do feel that he has an issue with that left hamstring of his. I've given them some spray to date, and the referee's even helping to try to loosen that leg of his. A bit of reorganisation with Caleb Stewart coming off. And they'll need to make sure that the Shell's danger man, Joe Adewale, is well marked. It's Eli Wade who's been given that job. Here's Duddy. Great ball through from Duddy. Just a little too much on it. Beyond Jude Lowry. That the perfect opportunity where Linfield showcased moving through the gears from defence into attack. A throw in. Bit of defending to do here for Shelbourne. Tough to get out of this spot, so Blues piling players forward here in numbers. Here's Adewale. Now throw in Linfield. Throw down the line. It's picked up by Niblock. He'll pray. Now it's with Crawford. Get it back here with Linfield. Recycle possession. Strong defending from Shelbourne. Come forward in possession. Jake Ray trying to get back to defend that, and did have a half chance there. Dylan Maguire. Ball's out for a corner kick. So defending to do for the Blues. Definitely won't be much between these two come the end of the 60 minutes. First goal extremely important. Here comes the corner kick for Shelbourne. Oh, it's a deep one, extremely deep, and too deep. It's all the way across and out harmlessly. More changes for Linfield. Fresh legs being introduced. Do you feel one goal could be enough to settle this one? Under a quarter of an hour remaining. Linfield 0, Shelbourne 0. Here's Linus. Deep ball to Duddy. Great back heel from him. And Niblock just couldn't wrap that left foot of his around it. And now down the other end, Joe Adewale gives chase. Adewale gets the shot away. And again, he's proving he is the out ball for Shelbourne. He's the danger man. He very nearly picked out a teammate with that shot at the back post, and that could have been so dangerous for the Blues. In the end, though, get away with it. Here's Sloan. Header well won by Jude Lowry. And now down the line. Lovely football from Tom Linus. Linus away from his man. That's a great ball to the back post. And just too much on it, ever so slightly. Louis Campbell unable to get the telling touch at the back post, but it's better from Linfield. Goal kick taken by Kilkenny. Here come Linfield again. They lose out though initially. Switch of play to try to pick Duddy out. Too much on it. 47.5 minutes played. And the side from Dublin, Shelbourne, the men's reigning League of Ireland Premier Division champions and the NIFL Premiership champions. At senior men's level, Linfield, giving us pretty much the game we thought we'd get here. High on quality, low on goals, but the endeavour is superb. Here come the Blues again. Good challenge there from Shelbourne defender on Louis Campbell. Here comes the throw in. Jay Crawford is forward to take it. Niblock can't get there. There's two Linfield players who were wanting to hit that. In the end, neither did. This is good from Jake Ray. Adewale. Now the ball over the top, and this could spell danger for Linfield. Got back brilliantly, Jake Ray. Shows the importance of sticking at your task. He looked to be out of possession. Kept tracking back. Let's run for Linfield and for Campbell. Duddy inside. Lovely cut back. Could be a big chance here. Here's Campbell. Side-footed over the top of the crossbar, and that's the best chance that Linfield have conjured up here in this second half. Louis Campbell just got too much under the ball. 10 minutes to play. A single moment of magic here will win this Cup Winners' Cup final at Lurgan. Niblock just led with the arm there. Needed to a bit more nonchalant in his challenge there. It's all too easy for the referee to give that. So it was. So coming back on, Eden Brannigan. Harry Niblock coming off for a rest. And the Blues still pressing then. Still pushing for a goal. Adewale, he's stuck to his task today. Still creating all sorts of issues in the Linfield back line. Ball has gone out to the point that it's gone outside the car park, and referee calling for another ball to be provided for Adewale to take this corner kick. Everyone forward from the back here, including Robert Ryan, number 5 in your shot, and Dylan Maguire. Strong defending. Brannigan. Decent looking turn from Duddy, just couldn't get on the ball. Oh, lovely take from Jude Lowry out of the sky. Just struggling to get the ball down both sides at the minute. Such as the pressure here on. Goodness me, it's hit the crossbar and it's in for Shelbourne. It's Tag Brady who scored with 7.5 minutes to go. It's the Dublin side who have gone in front here, and Tag Brady on hand to convert after that shot had been tipped onto the crossbar by Noah Sloan. And Shelbourne have around 7 minutes to hold out here in a game in which Linfield have been on top in terms of the chances. But that was your clear-cut moment of magic there in terms of the shot. Shot brought about a fine save, but it was quickest player to react, and that was the Shells number 9, Tag Brady. Here come Linfield and Duddy. There's a free kick given away here. And what's the referee going to do? Because the goalkeeper came out of his area. There you go. He's been sent off, the Shelbourne goalkeeper. He handled the ball outside his area. Been given a straight red card. So it's Dylan Maguire who's going to go in goal, Shelbourne skipper. So Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny sent off. I think there's going to be a free kick then on the edge of the area, and Shelbourne will be playing with 8 men until the end of this game. Dylan Maguire goes in goal, and can Linfield take full advantage now? Don't have very long to get an equaliser. straight into the action. Dylan Maguire, he's got the gloves on. And for Linfield, it looks as if it's Louis Campbell has the free kick. He's going to check, is he going to shoot? It's a difficult angle here. Mighty cut the ball back. Cries have closed the ball down. It's always going to be tough, and there's no way through there for Linfield, but here's an opportunity. What a save that is by Dylan Maguire. He's come on as a sub-keeper, of course, and I think it was Eli Wade who had the glorious opportunity to draw Linfield level there. Dylan Maguire just gone into goal there. A real captain's performance. There's a foul there, surely. Referee lets the play continue. Brings it back for the foul, so pretty good refereeing that. Let the play develop to see if the Blues did get an advantage, and if they were wanting to take that quickly. And I'll do it again here. Linus to Brannigan. And now it's behind for a corner kick. All the pressure now coming from Linfield, trailing here by goal to nil to Shelbourne. Here comes the corner. It's Campbell. Campbell, deep corner. It's towards Duddy, the back post, and covering is from Jay Crawford. Adewale has the throw. I think he'll leave it in the end. No, he's going to take it. He's taking his time over this. Hook clear. That'll be a throw into Linfield. There's Niblock back on. Harry Niblock for the final 2 minutes, plus any stoppages, of which we will have certainly a couple of minutes you would expect, with Caleb Stewart having been down. Plus we had the stoppage when the goalkeeper Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny was sent off, and the gloves and goalkeeper top had to be swapped out, and it was Dylan Maguire, captain, who put them on. Here comes Brannigan. Just tried to do too much there, Eden Brannigan. Time running out for the Blues.
Focus, Shells, focus! Working hard here. Working hard.
Good challenge there. Poor Linfield by Eli Wade. Into the very last minute then of normal time in this Subway Cup Winners' Cup final at under 12 level. And it's Shelbourne with the advantage here, leading by a goal to nil. Goal scored on 53 minutes by Tag Brady. And they took the short free kick, and they were offside, so not well thought out. Linfield have to throw caution to the wind here, I do feel. They have a one-man advantage, but it's Shelbourne who are putting them under pressure here. And they're going to run the clock down. as best they can. Adewale with the throw. The referee thought about giving the yellow card there. I think he might have taken it just about in time to prevent that. Well, there is a yellow card. It's come to the Shelbourne player. Well, they've taken that corner kick. Can Linfield somehow conjure up an equaliser here? Good goalkeeping from Dylan Maguire, as we said, is the skipper of Shelbourne. Started in central midfield. Went into goal. Just needs to be careful, the Shelbourne number 9, I would suspect, who's been shown a card. The goal scorer, Tag Brady. Doesn't get done for a second time for time wasting. Here's Duddy to Linus. Opportunity for a shot, but that's well closed down. Linfield being made to build again from the back. Here's Ray to Brannigan. Brannigan ball in. An opportunity, it's off the crossbar for Linfield. And the follow-up goes wide, and there is the final whistle. Despair for Linfield. Tom Linus hitting the bar right at the end of the game. But it's Shelbourne who come out on top in this battle between two of Ireland's biggest sides. It's a side from Dublin who left the Under-12 Subway Cup Winners' Cup here at Lurgan Town. It's a tough one to take for the Blues. It was a great game, a great advertisement for youth football. Tag Brady with the goal 7 minutes from time. Jacob O'Shea Kilkenny was sent off for handling outside the area. But Dylan Maguire covered himself in glory. The Shelbourne skipper went into goal and made a fine save before the end of today's game. Full time then from Lurgan. It finishes Linfield 0, Shelbourne 1.